early, I know. Like, we're from the West Coast, so it's like 6 a.m. still. So everybody's tired. So what we're here to talk about this morning is the Azure Architecture Framework and kind of how you can leverage it to improve your workload. So my name is David Stanford. I am a principal PM on the Patterns and Practices team, and I've been working in the cloud for 7 years now, kind of across a variety of different roles. Many of them have been around architecture and how you can kind of improve what you have running today against where you want to be. This is Jason. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
I'm a PM manager with the Patterns and Practices team. We're within developer relations. We run the Azure Architecture Center and a few other sites that are similar to that. And largely we're focused on helping people build workloads that will help them achieve business value well. In many cases we know sometimes they built something because it's what they could do at a time, and we're trying to get people to a place where they have improved that so that they're confident in the workload that they're running over time.
Cool. So the Azure Architecture Framework really consists of 5 pillars: cost, DevOps, resiliency, scalability, and security. Each of those, we have a pretty comprehensive set of guidance behind each of those pillars, and we'll kind of go into each one a little bit more. Along with that, we have built and created an assessment that you can walk through either as yourself or as if you're a partner, you can walk through as your customer, and then at the end it'll give you a kind of a set of guidance that you can use to leverage to just improve what your Azure footprint. Let's see. Let's talk. Well, overall, like throughout the discussion of the pillars today, we're going to kind of look at a particular example. So for that, let's imagine you run a workload with aid vehicles, and you need to dispatch them. So just to frame the discussion as we go through, the business goals for that particular workload are very particular. And for example, resiliency is super critical, whereas maybe cost is less critical because, well, if your app goes down, people might be adversely impacted. So you may make trade-offs there. So let's go a little bit. Let's talk about DevOps to start with. That covers many of the same principles that you would expect it to. We talk about things like CI/CD. And my brain has died, but let's think about our example here for DevOps. When you deploy, you want to make sure that you aren't going down, so you want to leverage like a blue-green deployment strategy, for example, so that as you go through, you don't have outages because you care about resiliency. Security is one of, it depends, depending on your workload, security is one of your more critical components. It's focused on, well, we all know what security is focused on: governance, compliance, and ensuring that you have kind of a great experience for your customers. In our example here, we specifically care about HIPAA compliance. So as you go through the review, you want to make sure that you're hitting all of those requirements. For the other 3 pillars, we're going to have Jason chat about them.
For the cost perspective, as was mentioned earlier, potentially they would prefer or they would prioritize some of the other pillars over cost specifically. However, one can remember that even though it is not a primary concern, it is still relevant. And so they can leverage some strategies to ensure that they're not overpaying to meet the needs that they do have. So there is a balance there, and it is still a concern even when it's not the most important concern. Following on that from a scalability perspective, while we imagine in most cases this service wouldn't see hugely dynamic changes in demand, potentially you could have a natural disaster, something like that, which would require scaling out of a service like this. Although mostly you would imagine that over the course of the day, potentially it would be more in demand while the population was awake and less in demand when the population was asleep. So even then, there's an optimization to be made with a scalability perspective in mind. And finally, we use resiliency in this case to really encompass a number of concepts that you may be familiar with: business continuity, high availability, reliability, things like that. In general, for the cloud environments, rather than preventing outages, our focus is actually on making sure that we're recovering quickly from them or adapting to them gracefully. So obviously in this example, there would be a number of dependencies, whether it be different emergency firms that would be working on behalf of or whatever. Should one of those go online, you would want to be aware, you would be able to route to an alternative, you would have considerations like that built into your architecture.
Great. So really to make it actionable, as I mentioned before, we built out an assessment. It has a variety of tools today. Let me flip over so we can see it. So the Azure Architecture Review here is the assessment that kind of walks through all 5 pillars. We're gonna kind of do this together. We are gonna use just one of those pillars because it will take way more than 20 minutes if we went through all 5. So to start off with, we just have a kind of a simple form that lets you pick which categories you care about, set a name so that you can evaluate a variety of different workloads in the same account. So we're going to do an Ignite demo here. This assessment platform just launched this week. It's currently in preview. We will be continuing to iterate and adding new features and adjusting kind of how some of this works here. But as I mentioned, we'll do cost. So can you guys see that? There we go. So for this first one, what actions are you guys taking to optimize cloud costs? Anybody do any of these things or not do them?
Cost management tools, all right. That was really loud.
Okay, so we'll use cost management tools.
And let's just tag my resources. It's good practice, not everyone does it. It's one of those things. Personal tip, if you don't do it, start doing it. You'll thank yourselves in the future.
So one huge advantage of having a tool like this is that not only does it have a list of things you should be thinking about, it helps you kind of identify what matters to your business. And as you identify that, you can go through this and you can say, oh, this one doesn't apply to my workload. I mean, in this one, it probably does, but we'll just click that one for this question. But for this next one, how is your organization modeling cloud costs? Do you guys, anybody?
Without calling anybody out, does your organizations estimate and track them? Or does someone get a bill and nobody knows about it? All right, so it sounds like we're not going to check that box. Are people actively educating the employee on how the pricing model works, their particular agreement, what they should optimize specifically for? In some cases, it looks like there's some nodding, so we can go ahead and check that one. And is there governance or policy in place around spend specifically? I do not.
Yeah?
I see one. All right. Do you know if your engineering teams broadly treat resources as a utility? Use them when they need it, turn them off when they don't, things like that. All right, we got one there too.
Great.
So this is probably reflecting best case of everyone in the audience at this point, which is reasonably unrealistic, but we're going to go with it.
So how do you manage the storage footprint of your digital assets? Is this something you've thought about? Is it something that you do today? So do you track how your data flows in and out of Azure?
1, 2, 3. Okay. Has anybody actually gone through an effort of speccing out their data storage and partitioning it thoughtfully? 1.
1.
I don't know that that's enough to check a box for, though.
Okay.
All right, let's go next.
2 more, and then we'll get to the kind of the end here. How are you monitoring your costs?
Alerting.
Alerting.
Alerting. All right, sounds like we got alerting. Does anyone have budgets for workloads specifically? A couple nods. All right. We can go on.
Then have you made any trade-offs to optimize your cloud costs? So in our example before, where resiliency really matters, like sometimes you make some of these trade-offs.
In our example, since it's likely localized, maybe that's a priority for performance. So rather than moving it to a different location for a better cost, we're just going to keep it whatever's closest to what we need. It's a choice we made. It's an okay choice because it supports the business need we have. But let's say in this example, there are some options available through Azure Marketplace that we can leverage for some similar things, and that we are trying to use the appropriate resource tier. Appropriate for us may not mean cheapest. So just that we've been thoughtful about the choice that we've made.
So the Wi-Fi is not great here, so hopefully this is going to work. Perfect. Okay, so we went through that. It gives us a couple next steps to start with. Today these are static. In the future, we're looking to make these kind of pull up your most important actions here. So, for example, we have a variety of opportunities for improvement in this workload based on what we've indicated we do. So we did not check the box that we estimate and track our costs, so that shows up here. And then as you pick any of these, so we got about 8 pieces of guidance. You can click into it and really get a lot more information by going into the Architecture Center and kind of digging in on why these things are important. As I mentioned earlier, this is definitely a kind of a preview assessment tool. So as you go through it, we definitely are interested in customer feedback and how you can use it. There's a variety of ways that you can engage with us. So here's our Twitter account. You can submit feedback directly on the website or inside any of inside the assessment as well. There's a feedback button at the bottom. And then if you guys could take the time to evaluate the session today, that'd be great. Thank you very much.